Well, okay. I'm gonna do something. And I hope it works. And my voice will be a little bit muffled for the time because I'm gonna use my microphone for this. You know? First thing we do is we set up a blob. Yarr! There we go. It's a hand pan. That's right. Problem is, there's no place to put it. That's a real issue. So, I'm gonna do the best I can. Come on. There we go. All right. So, the goal is to pick up at least enough of a signal to just put some cool chord tones. Like those three. Here goes. Okay, now let's see what we got. This, of course, is the big question. How strong was this recording? Did it actually put a decent level into my stuff here? It should. I mean, theoretically. In theory. Yeah, sounds good. Sounds decent. Yeah, it's a cheap Chinese knockoff of like a real hung drum, but it's surprisingly good, especially given the price. Ain't no way I'm paying $1,000 or whatever. The real ones are like $5,000. Like, they're insane. So, yeah, that ain't happening. I've wanted one, like, since they came out. I just thought they sound amazingly cool. And I actually went to school with a bunch of guys that played steel pan, like guys from Trinidad and stuff. And I was, like, kind of in that world for a while. And they had a whole steel band, and, yeah. See how that sounds with a more of a bandpass kind of thing. Just get all the little taps. That's nice. That's real nice. That's real nice there. Yeah. Yeah, it is. Let's do a quick thing. I do like to copy and distribute the sloths for these little sessions, you know. They is a good time. So I think one thing to do also would be to kind of put some CV into the sloths. So make it even slothier. Or, you know, something like that. Keep these guys pretty long. Alright. And then into the volt per octave. Just go doink. And see how it flexes up and down. Hey, cables, why are you being dumb? Oh, you are like literally stretched to your full length. That's awesome. Alright. Yeah, I've seen that guy's stuff before. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Okay, so that's going to be kind of a little bit of a bedrock sort of thing for this track. I'm not sure what I'm going to do for this today. I thought at first, like, add drums and have, like, an actual, like, groove. Something a little bit on the not insanely slow side, you know, but I don't know. Inspiration has been hard to come by lately. I will say that. That is for sure. I don't know. Let's see. Is this slow enough? Probably. What? Oh God. maybe think about this. Okay. Also, new oscillator. New oscillator. That's right. Knobcon purchase. The Weston HV1. I took out the Deckards. I don't know if it's gonna stay out or not. I don't know. I have a feeling it will. I have a feeling it's gonna get sold because meh. Ain't no room for meh in my rack. Sorry. Not sorry. Okay. Well, let's patch a bass voice. In fact, I kind of want to use the new guy because it's got some nifty little features. Either that or use the, actually, yeah, I kind of want to use the Oscar Tria because, you know, it's got that octave. I've wanted one of these since he started looking at it, this HV1. It's a hybrid. So this side is analog and this side is digital, and it has a wavetable. So you can either select like digital interpolations of analog waves. So it's got saw, pulse, sine, triangle, and then it also has a wavetable out. And it'll read standard wavetables, you know, that you can just download off the internet. Yeah, it sounds pretty cool. It's got a tiny little screen, but it's actually bigger than like the other really tiny screens that I had, which are the Plume, which is no longer in here, and then Bionic Lester filter has like the tiniest screen, and I literally have to bust out reading glasses just to use it, which is kind of lame, you know. Let's go dope for filter for this guy. Bass, it's peachy. It's wondrous. Yada, 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 yada. That. Okay. And why? Just don't have enough longer green cables. Boo. For now, I'm not even going to think about maybe putting a gate on this yet or an envelope or anything. I don't know. It's like, man, should it just be like long, slow tones? Like, I think that would be cool. I don't know. Let's see. Are you playing? No, clock is not running, so... Does it do a low D? It's probably gonna like crack out and be all stupid. Yeah, it's a little bit muddy and gross. So then you can do some interesting stuff. Like I could probably just program a trigger sequence here. Like that, and just have something really, really static. Oh, except I can't because this thing does weird things with resets, so that ain't gonna happen. That's unfortunate. It's too bad. Crackle, crackle, crackle. Bing. Oh, yeah. Hey, man. You hear that tearing noise? That's the Dope filter overloading. And it's not good. It's not a happy sound. Okay. What if we just did something like super duper easy and just sent like... Or here's a way to do it. We can repeat each step. We can put this on. Okay, let's try something here. We're gonna go 16th notes, right? But every single step is gonna be 4, and then we're gonna repeat each step 4 times. So now it should just be like boom, 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 just single notes, right? Okay, no, that's not right. We could just repeat each step 8 times and put it on, boom, boom, yeah, 8th notes. We could do 8th notes, so rather than step length, we'll just do step repeats. So now it should just be like... Yes. I'm going to need to modify some drum patterns because these are going to be way too busy. Like, way too busy. Reset. Okay, there you go. Snare drum, kind of the same thing. We're gonna have to modify the snare pattern, which is okay. Basically, just want it like on beat 3 only. You know. freakishly annoying. I don't hate that. I don't hate a little ride. Okay. I think we're getting there. We're getting somewhere. I have zero... Well, I don't want to say I have zero experience. I've used Ableton numerous times. I just don't really like it. I'm a Reason guy. You know, to each his own. Anyways, that was a really, really easy bass sequence because, yeah, we didn't have to do any rhythmic weirdness, which makes life simple. All right. I'm going to start making a part here for... I think I'm going to use the new guy. 1 volt per octave. So the cool thing about this thing is, for example, you could take a couple of sawtooths, right? And let's actually use this thing. And what we can do is... I don't have to worry about having to boost the level anymore because it's not a Deckard's voice. We can do something really simple, too. We could take 2 sawtooth outs, right? And... like so. And then you can put them out of phase with each other. See? And you can animate that phase, of course. So if we threw, let's say, just a, medium speed LFO, maybe, into the, where is the thing? Sit, it, more, no, where is, it's not FM. Oh, linear PM. Okay. Dude, this is a live stream. Sir, this is a Wendy's. I want to try something kind of funky here. We can even go like wavetable on the other side. It's got a little built-in tuner, which is pretty awesome. And then you can even just detune these guys. It's like a rich sound. Okay, but all right, but this is a 5-step sequence. So if we do like an 8-step sequence, but I'm gonna go into my chance operations, right? And I'm gonna do like chance probability basically of 100% of completely skipping these steps, just going right through them, and then we're gonna only do that on, let's say, like odd measures. And then we can put some stuff back in the other space. But like another low. Then like a high A maybe, just like two little bloop bloops. So like. Now it's a 13-step sequence. Then I want to detune this thing. I'm going to do a transposition sequence here. And it's going to be pretty easy. We're going to be like 1, 2, 3, 4, down 4, and then up 5. I think that should be a whole note there. Yeah. No, it shouldn't. Never mind. I'm dumb. It should be a half note. It should be exactly what it is. All right, now. That's cool. We're not gonna go maxi stream length tonight either. I think we're gonna kind of keep it a little bit moderate. So let me like get going here quickly. Let's produce some pads because we can do that. I'm actually not using like a transposition sequence on all of these things. So the easy thing would be to let's bring this guy down way away here and just like tie maybe, and then we go to the edit. No, we get zoop zoop swap. Okay, and now we add notes. So we go up 5, and that'll be A and D, and then we go up 9. And then some of these I'm gonna go up like 7. All right, and then we go to this one, and we go down to an F, and then this one we go down to a D, so that should give us a B flat and a G minor. Okay, this is all coming from the Demon Core oscillator up there, so let's patch that guy, make sure it has enough voices so that it doesn't carry over and do weird things. Yeah. Here? Sure, why not? Yep. I don't know if it's going to stay, but I bought that Weston HV1 at KnobCon because I've wanted one for a while. It's also the same size as the 2V2, which, you know, it would be a good swap, maybe, kind of, but I like having 2 analog oscillators just sitting there. So, anyways. But it is really cool, and it does some interesting things. And it's a unique sound. It's just very nice. Stuff, play. Nothing. There you go. Slower attack, slower decay. Okay, let's put it on 3 notes instead of 4 because it's actually kind of holding over. Alright, now let's go up an octave for this whole thing. There we go. No, what would be kind of cooler would be to like maybe put some chorus on it, you know? Could do that. But now I need 2 more cables, motherfucker. Okay. Actually, let's not run it through the sea legs. Run it down in here. Oh my god. I'm gonna actually swap it over to a different channel. Come on, get that thing out. Is there like a speed on this? No. Gross. I'll be honest, NobCon was a little bit weak for me. You know, it's cool running into people and stuff, like seeing people again. But like exhibits wise, is kind of a lot of the same thing. There wasn't really anything that new there. It was I went Saturday from like 10 a.m. and I left at like 3 maybe, something like that. Like I was just like, I seen it all. I did the thing. I don't know. The lectures were kind of just, didn't really have anything in it for me. So, it was not disappointing because I kind of sort of almost expected that. But, like, yeah, it's a little bit on the weak side, which is too bad. The other thing is this thing. We're gonna have to filter this thing down. Or do something with said filter, like oh yeah, well, that's nice. I mean, I was a little bit disappointed that like Noise Engineering had a booth there, and they literally had nothing. They didn't bring anything with them. They had like a pamphlet for their new module. Hey, here's a thing that's coming out. We already know that. Okay, cool. We got pads. We got stuff. Let's patch up a little, maybe like an acid-y kind of lead, because I do love my acid-y leads, that's for sure. There's a new reverb module. I don't know if you saw from Infrasonic Audio. I can't remember the name of it. But what was exciting to me was it uses the same method that the Valhalla Supermassive uses. So it uses a delay network, essentially a delay network with diffusion, which turns the echo into a reverb. Okay. And it was capable of some pretty massively long reverbs. And it almost sounded like a Supermassive. Problem was, I think it's like 20 or 22 HP. It's a big fat module, so I'd have to like take out the Aurora and the convolution to fit it in here, and I'm like, I don't have this space. But I may have to try to find a way, because that would be amazing. Oh yeah, we'll do something, but my pads are pretty much fixed in place. Those are the way they are. Alas. Okay. So we'll go cinnamon filter, I think, because it's like super acidy. It works very well. That's not the input. And that cable's not long enough. Mother! I'm calm. Perfectly calm, dude. Yeah, do something. Like, I can see, like, oh, everything is in pre-production and this and that. And, like, okay, I get that. But, yeah, there's, like, a bunch of small manufacturers there that had, like, a ton of stuff. I was just, not personally interested in stuff that I saw. But that's just me. So, but, yeah, that was good to see. All right, and envelope into here, and we should have sound. Why we have no sound? Why we have no sound? Yes, you weren't. Okay, cool. We kind of have a little lead to play with. What else? There's always else. There's always more. More? No, man. No, man, no. Free vocal mixes? What? No, man. Like, I don't really use vocals, so I'm making everything right here in front of you on my modular. That's it. I do take the occasional vocal sample from someplace like Splice or something like that. Okay. Actually, though, what I kind of wanted to do was sample in a groove on the hung drum. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to very well. Here's the thing, right? Whatever's coming out of my system is what you hear in the stream. But that's also what's going back into this. So if I like put my microphone in here or something and then like talk while I'm recording, you'll hear it. You'll hear this, right? If I turn up the output level, no, it's not going to do it. And good, because it'll start feeding back and it'll be horrible. So yeah, I've got it right here. It's just like awkward. It came with a little tiny stand and it's like really small. And so I'm like, fuck, how am I gonna like hold this thing? And I guess the only way is just like this. Just conk right in front. I want my like F's. Something like that, maybe. Yeah, I just got this thing like Thursday, so I'm by no means a professional here. But okay, now the problem is though I want to stay on tempo, right? So what I'm gonna have to do, I was like, well, you just turn a kick drum on, but see, then the kick drum is gonna get recorded, right? Phone to the rescue. Find a metronome, stick it at 104, and just watch. Like, that's all you have to do. And that's what I'm going to do. Let's just go 104, okay. And I don't want any sound at all, honestly. That's easy enough. Just shut it off. Boom. So then I've got a nice, happy little metronome guy kicking across for me that I can precariously balance in a terrible place on my modules. There we go. When in doubt, practice too. Like. think I got it. I think I got it. I think I got it. Okay, here we go. Boom, done. Get out of the way, motherfucker. All right. There. Now watch, it didn't record, so I got to redo the whole thing again. And then I will just, explode. But seriously, I don't hear anything. So what's the deal? Why? 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 Oh, filter? Filter, maybe? Maybe? No? This guy? Go into... Oh, because it's not plugged in. That's why. What are these cables? What are... Cables to nowhere! Shit! Oh my god. That's so hilariously dumb. Now we're talking. 4, 2... So I need a 4-measure reset, basically. Okay, so in the vector, which is my sequencer down here, right, you've got these like outputs, these trigger outputs on the expander up here. So trigger 6 right here is set to 4 measures. I'm going to put that into the reset. Okay, and then you hit go. See, it's not synced at all. So I need to find the start point. Yeah, see, it's even later than that. I waited a while, so let's try it again. Alright, let's get a kick drum and snare queued up too, so we can kind of hear a little bit of a groove. I'm going to need to run this through an amplifier too, because it's real quiet. It's a little early. Nope, just kidding, it's late. Damn it. Nope, late. Nope, now it's early. Still tiny bit early. There we go. We got it. Nice. Okay. Yeah, definitely want to stick this through some kind of amplification. Whatever that happens to be. What do we got available? I have the Akari filter. That actually would work pretty well, I think. That would be strong to very strong in terms of just boosting the signal up to like an acceptable level. I kind of figured that might happen. Just like going from a microphone, like basically straight in without any kind of like changes. Sort of figured that we would have this issue. Then I'll go back into the Aurora with that. So, give him his own reverb that we can sometimes freeze, which is a fun thing with the Aurora. Freeze it and it just goes and just hangs forever. It's lovely. Sometimes. Okay, this now. Play. Hello? Hello? Oh, because that's not the right, like, input. I just plugged it into a random place. Cool, bro. Good job. Just plug it into random jacks. Just assume. Oh, hi! There we go! I'd actually like to high-pass that a little bit. There we go. Who's here? It's a little distorted. Turn it down just a hair. A little bit clipping. We got our lick. Unquantized, baby. Okay. More voices. Alrighty. Hey, Daniel. How about just some basic bitch like synthy sound? How about that? I want to use let's use this guy. And then we'll use this here filter. And then we'll use this here as our envelope. Here's our gate. And we send our envelope. Ah. And we'll just hook that into the sea legs. Also. Oh, hi. Yes, that's exactly the sound that I wanted. It's perfect. Hey, Ethos, what's happening? Are you in tune? Let's check, because I got a tuner. Ah! No, not quite. Yeah. Looking for like a hair sharp. Okay. Filter modulation. 4-measure rise and fall? Sure, why not? Okay, cool. Let's say 2 more parts. Yeah. Okay. You can do FM. Damn it. Sorry. Let's use the warp core. How about that? Warp core through the long enough cable. Just barely long enough cable. Excellent. This guy won't be, though. So we get along. Boom. Splat. Okay, let me make a part first. That would be useful. We're going to make this guy 32 steps long. 1, 2, 3, 4. Gate, gate, gate. Bum. Like so. Let's go up an octave, though. Yep. There we go. Hey, Tricor. We should transition our lighting. Okay, now I'm going to do the same exact thing, a step sequence or a sequence that controls the chord changes. So we'll go -4, -7, super, super easy. And that's just on whole notes, so one more part, maybe? How about another melodizer part? Those are easy. And we can get something kind of neato mosquito going down, you know? Yeah, I just went to NobCon for Saturday only. I didn't stay there very long, honestly. I was there at like 10 a.m. and I left at like 3. Wasn't much to it. I mean, honestly, and I don't know. I got super tired and just like, eh. So went to my girlfriend's house, played with dogs. You know. Let's say I had a really nasty knot in my back, and she's a massage therapist, so she like fixed me up. It's like, oh, kill me. Like it was a good pain, you know. Could do chords. Chords might be fun. How about chords? How about like a nice happy minor like chord part? With like mostly rests here. In kind of like a moderate area. All right, yeah. Chord part. Chord part would be cool. And then we'll go into the dude right next to it, which is the font. The font stereo filter. Yeah, I talked with Gene from Entropy and Sons. Like he's always there. Always good convo. Okay. You're not in tune in the least bit, are you? You're not. Let's check. C sharp, thank you. This is why this oscillator rarely stays in my rack. you shut up? Who's doing that? Who do that? That's Warp Core voice. I don't remember where I have it plugged into. Oh, that's the guy. Getting there. Getting there. Okay, let's get a gate and an envelope run. Then we can mess with the actual sound a little bit and get it a little bit more, you know, unshitty, I guess, would be the way to put it. Why does it sound swung? That's weird. Okay. Weird. It's really strange. That's pretty good. Modulation. Okay, cool. So yeah, I think we're good to go. It's like I said, a little shorter tonight. A little shorter sesh. Photosensitive viewer warning. If you watch this video right now, you might poop yourself. Commence the pants messing. say that in a clean, computer-generated female voice. Navigation complete. Boop boop beep beep. Inside of every adult is still a middle school boy. At least I hope. Yes. Construction complete. Yeah, quicker. You know, just kind of like no sections or anything like that, which is kind of in and out. I didn't put a ton of time into the drums, I'll be honest, but dude, there was a lot of reverb on the snare. I mean, that was there the whole time. It's just buried in the mix, right? So like you can't really hear that much. So, anyways, I'm tired. I'm gonna go home, and thanks for watching. I'd say strong possibility of a midweek stream this week. Kind of depends on weather and stuff, but yeah, we'll see. I do want to like spend a thing just messing with this new oscillator.